Hey, what's going on, folks? It's Creative Duelist here representing Team FTK, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome, folks. Today I'm here with a very special deck profile. This is my Spellbook Shaddoll deck profile. Now, before I get onto the deck profile, I'd like to make a couple of announcements. Of course, we have Patreon. If you folks would like to pledge, please check out the links in the description. Check out our Patreon. Check out the tiers that suit you, suit your needs, and of course. Pledging is 100% optional. All of it goes back into our content, not back into our pockets. Also, if you can't do Patreon, we have PayPal. So if folks would like to tip us on PayPal, again, all of it goes back into our content, none of it goes into our pockets. That will be greatly appreciated. And lastly, we are sponsored by Inked Gaming. Inked Gaming sells a variety of items such as mouses, keyboards, and mats, of course. Go on there, check them out, purchase anything with the promo code TeamFTK10 to get your 10% discount on anything you purchase by using our promo code through Inked Gaming, so please take advantage of that. So anyway, gonna get right onto the deck profile. A lot of card choices and a lot of cool things that I've been messing about with ever since we got Construct back at 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So starting off with the monster lineup, I've got the triple High Priestess of Prophecy. She's our light target for Construct, and of course she's a spellcaster, and I like her effect where you can just summon her by revealing different spellbooks, well, 3 different spellbooks, which is very impressive, and she's spot removal as well. We've got triple Blue Boy, or comment down below. He's basically Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, or he's what's his name? He's from Bleach. But yeah, he reminds me of that guy, one of the captains. I think it's Hitsugaya, the ice captain. If he was a magician, it's pretty hilarious. But anyway, he's standard, just helps to get the spell books to your hand. Not really much to talk about there. Then we've got the one Kaiko, really good against certain matchups, especially to shut down graves, so your opponent basically can't banish anything in their grave, and you can force a banish if he inflicts spell damage as well, which is pretty good. Then we've got one Temperance, just an optional choice I chose to play just to bring up the High Priestess, and that's going to round up the Shaddoll. Sorry, not the Shaddoll. That's going to round up the Spellcaster lineup, more of the supporting engines of the deck. So going on to the Shaddoll lineup, I've got a small package, so I've got double Squamata, double Beast, double Hedgehog, and one Dragon. Pretty much, I kept the lineup small because you don't want to play too many Shadolls because they can brick, and sometimes they can become an inconvenience. So basically, Squamata to help send, Beast for draw power, Falco to resurrect, Hedgehog to search, Dragon to pop back row. So that's pretty much it for the monster lineup, folks. Onto the spells. I've got triple Spellbook of Secrets, standard. You got to search for your Spellbook spell cards one way or another. Got double Spellbook of Masters, just to copy a Spellbook spell card in the grave and apply it to itself. Very good. Double Fate. Fate is really good in certain situations. So if you want to set a monster, so if you want to reset your Blue Boy and put him face down, you can do that. Or it's good for spot removal, especially if you can't get over a monster. So say if your opponent has like protection from targeting, Fate, its third effect to banish a card doesn't target, so it gets through annoying things like that. We've got double towers to recycle and give us that extra draw power. It's literally it's like a it's literally an extra draw. So it's like an upstart goblin every standby phase. So it's pretty good in that aspect. We've got double Spellbook of Knowledge, pretty standard, just to help us draw cards. One Spellbook of Life, it's Premature Burial. And then of course the one Eternity. One Wisdom, it's Forbidden Lance for the deck. And then one Power, just to buff our spellcasters. So that's going to round up the spellcaster, kind of the spells, the spellbook engine of the spells. Onto the other spells, double Shaddoll fusion, one L Shaddoll fusion. You can play 3. I'd cut it down to 2 because there can be situations where it can cause you to brick. So I just wanted to try and test the waters with 2 and 1, and so far it's working fine for me. It's up to you on your takes of what you want to play in terms of ratios. Now, forgive me, this is super polymerization. I can't find my super polymerizations anywhere. I've turned my room upside down and I just haven't been able to find them. But yeah, this is double super polymerization, very important to play. So I probably might just pick some ones up. And then what usually ends up happening to me is when I pick up cards I can't find, I end up finding them in the end. So it does become a bit of a problem there. Double Secret Village, just to shut our opponent out. Double Twin Twister, one Foolish, one Reborn, and one Book of Moon to round up the spell lineup. You could also play Terraforming, but I just don't have it in this build. But you can definitely play Terraforming to search for the hidden Secret Village, or you can search for towers. But Book of Moon, now you're probably scratching your heads, why I play Book of Moon? I play it because it works well with the Shaddoll monsters if they're face up, and it works well with Blue Boy, because Blue Boy gets his effect when he's flipped up. So that's why I play the Book of Moon. So that's going to round up the spell lineup, folks. And the whole main deck, in fact. There's no traps, because we really don't need traps. Extra deck. For the fusions, got the triple Winder. Winder, it's literally a summon limit in the flesh. And it can't die by opponent's card effects. Double Construct. 3 is just way too many. Plus we don't play enough light targets, so 2 is just a nice number. And then one Grista, one Sheki Naga. This is there depending on our matchups, so for our super poly targets. So if you do play against Salads, you've got Grista, and if you play against, like, I don't know, some deck that has Earth in it, you can snag and make Shek. And then I've got the one Predaplant Dragon Stella. You can play Starving Venom if you want. I can't find my Starving Venom, but I've got one somewhere. I need to look for it. But these are just some fusion options you can play for Super Poly. For the rest of the extra deck, XYZ's one Downed Magician. I might cut this. It doesn't come up as often as I had hoped it would. But Downed, you can just take out one Big Eye, because we can make, if we get 2 Priestesses, there are some rank 7 options. Flare, and I've got the Dracosack. Then for the links, one Wee Witch, one Crowley, and one Daybreaker to round up the extra deck. So yes, folks, that's pretty much it for the extra deck, main deck, and the whole profile. So thank you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. Please check out those links. Check out Inked Gaming. In fact, if you'd like to follow us on Facebook, please check out our Facebook group. All links shall be in the description. But anyway, this is the Creative Duelist representing Team FDK, signing out. Peace.